So Samantha, welcome to FrightFest. You're here with Hauntology, which is, going to be closing out the main screen tonight. How are you feeling about the screening?
Excited! Can't you tell?
Nice. And when you got the script for this film, what was it about this project that made you excited to get involved with it?
I've never seen this type of story told in the LGBT community, and I love horror. I'm a huge horror fan, but I've always done intense drama, so it was the first time I got to do something like this, and I seen a script like this, so it was an absolute yes.
And one of the things I really enjoy about it is, as much as it's an anthology film, it's also a story of family and of sisterhood. How was it, sort of working with your co-star and working on that relationship?
It was lovely. I actually don't have a sister, so it was the first time I got to experience that as well. So it was like a full circle moment of like, yeah, I've always wanted a sister, I have one, and I get to tell an amazing story at the same time, so I was really fortunate.
And how was it, the film is these sisters going around town and you're seeing these little different locations. This is a horror film. Did you manage to scare yourselves at any point?
Did we manage to scare ourselves? Yes, on the first day of filming, I was intensely scared. I can't really share why. You'll see in the film, but Parker did a good job of giving me a fright as soon as I got there. So, watch the film and you'll see.
Nice. And I think obviously in an anthology film, there's normally a story for everybody. Do you have one from the stories that your character tells that you're maybe more drawn to?
Yes. One of the stories, I would say Painted Black in Lace. That's one of my favorite. I think I'm saying the title right. But you'll see Samantha Robinson's featured in it. It's one of my favorite parts of the whole entire film, so I think the audience will enjoy it as well.
And something that Parker's done, which is really clever, is they have put in a lot of Easter eggs within the stories, and I kind of feel that makes this film a film that you can go back and watch again. Were there Easter eggs something that came through in the script? Were you reading it going, oh, hang on a minute, wait a minute, that's...
I didn't clock the Easter eggs until after I got on set. So, you ask certain questions about your character. That's when I realized, oh, wait, this is happening. And I spoke with Parker, and Parker was like, yeah, you see, everything's starting to, mesh together. So those Easter eggs, I think the audience will catch them quicker than I did. I was going through the initial process, so, yeah.
I think the best thing about Hauntology is it's almost a gateway horror in a way. Are you kind of hoping that this could be, the future generation's way into the genre?
Yeah, I think it is. I'm afraid to give too much away because the story kind of it's a layered story, and I think the audience will take away what they need to and then some. I think everyone can relate to the story, so I think it's a beautiful piece.
I'm going to let you go and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you so much.
So Parker, welcome to FrightFest. 25th anniversary. Hauntology is closing out the main screen tonight. How are you feeling about the screening?
I can't wait. I've only seen Hauntology in one other theater before, and it was really fun. But that festival was for just movies in general, and here at FrightFest, it's all the horror fans. So that's what I can't wait, is to hear the people who love horror watch Hauntology.
And I know you've been here for a couple of days now. I know that you've seen some films. How have you found the other films that you're playing against?
Oh, wow. The production value has been strong. Broken Bird knocked our socks off. That movie, I can't believe it's so beautiful. Scarlet Blue that I just saw, another beautiful looking film, lots of artistry. And I saw Carnage for Christmas, which doesn't have the production value of the other movies, but it's a great movie. I had so much fun. The story shines through any limitations in the lighting or whatever.
And we've spoken before about Hauntology being kind of a gateway horror, and something that I didn't realise is you've got Zoe Luna involved, who's also in The Craft, which again is kind of like a gateway horror. What is it like having somebody like her on set?
Zoe just brings so much energy, and she's very witchy, which I like because I'm also a little witchy. I remember we had an incantation in the original version of the script, and she said, I think I can come up with something that might work even a little better, and we ended up collaborating to make the spell work for both of us. And then when she delivered her performance, she just had that extra layer of passion because she really liked what she was saying. And another thing about her, I think I mentioned before when I talked to you, she's just so dynamic. Each take a little different, and that made it fun for me because I really thought we can experiment a bit. We can go beyond what the one thing we originally imagined.
And I guess also sticking with witches, you've got Samantha Robinson, who was the Love Witch. You know, was that your thing when it was like casting, like, who's played a witch? Who can I get?
Oh my gosh. So she was on the wish list of wish lists. Like, I made, we just added all the names of people who we probably couldn't get in the movie, but we just imagined how great it would be. Samantha Robinson was on my list. And I had her in mind to play Annalisa, believe it or not, who is Naomi Grossman's character. We thought, we'll have the Love Witch be the mentor. But then, we got into casting, and it's like when you actually consider who's going to play what, the pieces fall differently sometimes. And Samantha Robinson just worked for that glamorous Christina character in the art gallery. And then, of course, Naomi Grossman was excited to play the mentor witch, so it all worked out.
And nice for her to get a chance to, to show her acting as herself and not hidden under a ton of prosthetics.
Yes. And I remember a few years ago there was like a popular online article saying, Naomi Grossman's so beautiful, like we didn't know. And it's like, well, she had amazing makeup that transformed her into a character, and this is how she looks out of the makeup. So yeah, she is lovely.
And once Hauntology is off of the festival circuit, what's the plan? Is there any release news yet? Where can people find this film?
Thank you for asking. We have our VOD release in the USA and Canada on September 17th. It's all ready for pre-order in the Apple Store. And as far as the UK, we have to stay tuned. I'm waiting to hear from the distributor what happens.
And where can people follow you online to hear that news when it gets announced?
I am at Parker Brennan. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I don't use Instagram, unfortunately. I'm a little old. I remember when it became popular and I just dug in my heels. I'm not making one, and now it's the most popular social platform, so bad choice for me.
Yes, well, I'm going to let you go and enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Always lovely to talk to you.
So, Jaidyn, welcome to FrightFest. You're here with Hauntology, which is getting its UK premiere later on this evening. How are you feeling about the screening?
I'm really, really excited. This is my second time in London this year, so this is like really awesome. I never thought I would be flying across the world to go to a premiere.
And what was it about Venus when you read the script that made you want to play her?
I think that Venus really stuck out to me because I think that a lot of people could relate to her, and I love playing relatable characters. I love playing characters that could really comfort people. So I think that it was kind of easy to play this character, but then the genre was a little bit different for me. I've never really done dramatic or horror or anything like that. But as far as the character goes, it was just an incredible character off the bat.
And what was it like working with Samantha? You guys, you are believable as sisters. Did you have much time to work on that relationship?
Actually, no. So I didn't know her before the shoot, and as soon as we got there, I think we kind of clicked. She's just an awesome person, great personality, awesome smile. She's just a really cool person, and I think that we're alike in many ways, so it was really easy to get that chemistry on screen.
And, this is a film about, two sisters telling scary stories. Was there any spooky goings-on set?
Well, I know that we went to locations that were recorded as haunted or something like that, but I didn't personally have any experiences. I know a couple people on set who did have experiences in the places that we shot at. I wasn't one of them, unfortunately, but I think that it really definitely did put us in the situation even deeper.
And one thing I love about this film is that it's almost like a gateway horror. It's not a big gore-filled slasher like, Halloween or something. It's much more sort of gentle, almost like Goosebumps, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Are you hopeful that this film might, help a new generation find their way to the horror genre?
Absolutely. I think that I've never seen horror done like this before, so I think that a lot of people could be exposed to a different kind of horror that maybe they want to start watching more horror movies, and I think it'll get a lot of more people into the genre.
Well, I'm going to let you go and enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much. Thank you.